Hello everybody, Fuzzfinger here, welcome back to Ni No Kuni. So we've defeated the main bosses of the story, and we now have a whole plethora of optional endgame errands and tasks and bounty hunts to complete. So we're going to crack straight on with beginning those today, and we're going to start with task number 69, which is called the Runaway Fairies. And it begins at this little fat fairy here, who we've also done a previous task for, task 53, and in fact task 53 is the prerequisite for task 69, which we're about to do now. So for this task we get a whole load of stamps, which is good. We need to go and find the fairy's missing friends. Each time we go and find a friend, we'll bring him back and he'll give us a clue for the next one. So it's a flag with a skull on it. That's where the first fairy is that we need to go and find for this task. There's 5 fairies in all. So a flag with a skull on. We need to vacate before we cast travel. By the way, once you find each fairy, I think you're automatically ported back to the errand giver, so you haven't got to keep making your way back to Golden Grove. But the quickest way to get here anyway is just to port to Alma Moon, then fly over. If you actually port straight to the Golden Grove, you'll end up on the wrong side. Okay, so we're going to go to... Have we gone past it? Because I was chatting, I wasn't paying attention yet. Skull Mountain. And we haven't got to go into Skull Mountain to find the fairy. It's... I didn't actually expect to have to cast Veil there, but apparently, yeah, if you don't want to enter combat, then you're going to need to. Right, I'll kill these and then we'll go and get that fairy. All out attack, I don't think this should be too challenging. Oh, these big horns are weak against Percy's damage. I mean, I beg pardon, they're resistant to it. You know what I mean. It was blue, which meant it does less damage than it should. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's just spam through this quickly. Now, it's by one of these flags. I don't think it's this one. I think it's the next one that's just down the hill a little bit more. Bloody cliff in the way stopping us. Oh, there's an enemy there as well. Oh no, it's not, it's the fairy. Silly me. Yeah, it's the first Golden Grove fairy. So that's the first one down. Now if we speak to him again, we'll get his next clue. Ruins filled with water and a cell inside the ruins. Okie dokie, so we're going to want to go now. We'll vacate first. With the loading times and the spell casting, it might actually be quicker just to run out of the Golden Grove rather than casting vacate, but I don't think it really matters, does it? I'm just talking crap again. Okay, so we need to go to the Vault of Tears this time, which was one of the dungeons we did earlier on in the game. Now we do have to go inside this time. I don't think you'll get a little light blue dots, unfortunately. But what we do need to do is find these cells. If you remember, we were visiting some jail cells here earlier on. Oh, we didn't actually explore all this map either. I think it's because we was porting everywhere, wasn't it? But here he is, look, here's the fairy. Yeah, one of the fairies from the Golden Grove. So that's the second one down, nice and easy. It's not a particularly challenging errand, this one. But now we need the clue for the third one. Weird other world. Well, there's only one other world that I know of. And that's Motorville. So we'll cast Gateway. We can't. So we'll run out. And then cast Gateway. and we're going to want to head to Philip's workshop. Why the third fairy is hanging around in the other world, I have no idea. But it's not up to us to question him, it's just up to us to bring him home. And you do get the light blue dots on the map, which is kind of helpful, I guess. So just got to head all the way down south. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum. And it's the usual routine. Ah, this one looks a bit funny.
Sorry, man, was you practicing?
And you don't have to cast Gateway because once again we are safely teleported back, ready to speak to the Fat Fairy once more. We've done 3, we've got 2 to go. A narrow little cave is the next one. Now this is an area that can only be reached with Tengri. I'm just going to cast Vacate. And it's to the east of Hamelin. It's a little mine area. I don't think I've shown it you before. I have been there myself. There's a treasure chest in there. But we're going to travel now to Hamelin, since it's the closest location. Come on, Tengri. We need your assistance at this particular moment. And you can see a path, actually, a kind of path thing on the world map. It's just down there, right next to Hamelin. Now there's not a whole lot of landing space, so just have to find what you can get. I believe there's only one treasure chest in here, which is a red chest, just down that corridor there. But the location where we're going to find the next fairy is up here by this skeleton. It's another funny looking one. Drippy, move out the way. Oh, come on, speech bubble. There we go, that was annoying.
Welcome, roll up. Come on in and...
Yep, just go back please. You're not the only fairy we've got to rescue here.
Come on in
And we've only got one more to go now. So quite an easy errand to start us off with our end game content. And this one is possibly, if you don't know where you're looking, one of the hardest to find. It is, let's just get Vacate, in one of the secret forest glades near the frosty, wintry area of the world. So unsurprisingly, when we get out of this place, we're going to teleport, or travel rather, over to Yule. And then we'll call Tengri. It's actually on one of the small islands that we want to go to. Now, I'm not totally sure myself which one it is. I just know that it is an island that's southeast. So we'll head southeast. It might be this one, or it might be the one just after it. Although I've got a feeling it's this one. Yep, this is the one, Jack Frost's playground. And the glade that we want is somewhere around the centre of the island. So I'm just going to run around here for a moment until we come across it. I'm not going to bother casting Veil because the enemies don't want to fight us anyway, not that I blame them. We have just defeated the White Witch at the end of the day. And we've already visited here, look, we've collected all the treasure chests. And that's the final fairy. So hopefully now we'll get a nice reward. In fact, most of the rewards that we collect for the end game errands tend to be in the way of alchemy materials, but powerful alchemy materials. For this we got 2 stones, along with 10 more merit stamps. We've almost collected the full range of merit rewards now, so we're not going to need many more of these, and in fact a lot of the errands post end game don't even reward stamps anyway. And a couple of formula. Well, 1 formula at least. So that's errand number 69 all done and dusted. We could go straight for errand 70 now, which is another bit of a lengthy one. Instead I'm going to go for errand 75 because it gives a decent familiar as a reward. The Dinosaurus familiar, which is probably the best tanking familiar for Oliver in the whole game. And we'll be able to say goodbye to Bigsy Boy. Now this errand is task 75 and is found in Ding Dong Dell. Some of you might recognise the task giver, but I assure you there's no need for despair if you do see him. That's the guy who keeps losing his diary, if I'm mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, rather. But I'm going to speak to him anyway. So he's going to have a quest for us anyway. Quest number 85, which is in fact the start of a very, very long chain of about 15 errands. So probably good to pick that up now while we are here. Made a beeline south from town. So we'll do that momentarily. Now, the other person that we want to find must be in the northern part of town because I can't see him down here. It's Derwin is who I'm looking for. Derwin, of course, is the guy who keeps asking us to find familiars for him. I think we've had to do it about four times now. We've had to collect 3 familiars for him each time. And he has one final quest for us that is only available if you've completed all of his other previous errands. However, this one he won't require us to collect more familiars. It's actually a battle quest. Here he is. So again, he won't give you this errand if you haven't completed his other errands before. Now this is the errand that gives an awesome reward in the form of the Dinosaurus familiar, along with a couple of other familiars as well. A grubby fug, back at Jack Frost's playground, which we just visited in fact. So we'll go there first. Yo. You can cast fire on or use fire weapons in order to defeat the grubby fug that we're about to enter combat with. I probably, if I timed it correctly, could have done both of these errands at the same time, rescuing that fairy. Maybe that's an errand you're meant to keep in your log while you do other errands as you come across the fairies. But it's no problem. Oh, I've come onto the wrong bloody island, haven't I? I've come onto Scrooge Island. That's not what we wanted. Right, let me see on the map where we are. Okay, I've come to the wrong side. That's what happens when you're trying to talk as you play. You're just not concentrating at all most of the time. Okay, now where is the dude he wants us to kill. There he is. This is the grubby thug. Go, go, go. So this guy is weak to fire, and incidentally has around 4,500 hit points. So I'm going to start off with melee attack, see what sort of damage we do on him, compared to what sort of damage he does to us. Remember now, this is end game content, so I do expect it to be slightly more challenging than the errands of bounty hunts we have been facing before we completed the story. Although so far, this isn't too much of a challenge. He's already down to more than 50% health. Although some of our familiars are pretty good, aren't they, to be honest? We've got a good team here. Timberus is an awesome tank. Percy's about to need to recharge, but we managed to kill him in time, which is good.
We did it!
So that's the first one down. There's 2 more to go. Oh look, he follows us. Okay, so I think we're going to be best travelling to Castaway Cove for this one. Let me see if it's going to turn up on the map yet. I think it is over here. Maybe you have to get a little bit closer. Or maybe it doesn't appear on the map. That's certainly possible, isn't it? Ah, there's a little dungeon there that I've never been in. Right, let's land, see if it's around here. Interesting, interesting. I can't see anything just yet. Oh, I thought it was going to be around here. Let me just go and find out for you. Oh, I was close. It was just on the other side. So we're on this side, you can see on the map. And here is the column. And this fellow is going to be weak to storm-based attacks. Again, actually he's got about 5,500 health or so, this guy. So let's see what sort of storm we can be throwing at him. Light, darkness, thunderstorm. The only problem with thunderstorm is it is an AoE ability, so it's kind of wasted on a single target. But if it does a lot of damage for 18 MP, 250, that kind of sucks really, doesn't it? Let's go for all out attack and start unleashing some Morn Stars upon it, because these guys are fairly resistant to physical damage. Okay, so we did about 400 points with Morn Star. Let's see what Astra does. Astra's quite a nice ability. It's light damage though. Ba, 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 ba. 600 or thereabouts. I think your familiar should realise that, hang on, this guy's fairly immune to physical, so let's get some casting familiars out. I'm talking about the other party members, of course. I do like Astra, but I'm going to cast an Even Star next. Actually, no, I'm not going to cast Even Star because that's basically a Morn Star for AoE. So we may as well stick with Morn Star. It's a little bit less damage, but does cost a substantial amount of MP less than Astra. But since I want him dead, I'm just going to go for Astra. Wallop. Oh, you can dodge it. Brilliant. Even when casting, that's good. It's going to be pretty cool to finally finish Derwin's full range of errands off. Been a bit of a chore getting them up to here, hasn't it? collecting familiars is not particularly a fun task. Oh, I should have cast the Astra spell. Come on everyone, just attack him. I think Thunderstorm will do now. Is he still not dead? No, he's dead. He's down. We've done it.
We did it!
I'm guessing Derwin is going to have followed us once again. There he is, look. Right on schedule. No longer mine. That is the place, I believe, where you can collect the Timberwood familiar if you haven't got him already. Just show you which one. Timberus, that's it. The Umberwood. Right, so let's just very briefly head to Golden Grove. That'll do, just to heal up. And then we'll get on over to No Longer Mine Island. And I think I know where that is. It's been a while since I've been there, but I'm guessing we can hopefully find it without too much problem. Just healing. Nah, won't save just yet. Can we travel straight from here? No. Didn't expect to be able to, so let's just run out. Travel to... might as well travel to Hamley. Call our good, friendly dragon. I can never remember his name. Tengri? Something like that, isn't it? Tengri or Tengri? Tengri. I don't know, but here we go. Look, this is No Longer Mine Island. First time we came here, we really struggled with the enemy encounters, if I remember correctly. And this guy doesn't have any elemental weaknesses. But he does resist storm. And I'm guessing he's going to resist physical as well, seeing as how he's a tortoise style enemy.
We're under attack!
So we'll go for all out attack. And start casting Astra. He's got 4,000 health, a little bit less than the other two. But he might be resistant to lots of damage, being the type of enemy that he is. Well, he's not resistant to Astra, that's for sure. 640, that was pretty nice. Then we'll be casting that again. Looking forward to getting our Dinosaurus reward, actually. Although, from what I've heard, it does kind of make a lot of the enemy encounters we do afterwards a bit too easy, if that makes sense. So, to be fair though, it's not as if this game has been a massive challenge, and at the minute it does seem to be a little bit of a cakewalk. But then, don't forget, I am still kind of over leveled. We're level 77 or something.
Here goes!
Yeah, level 77 we are, it says at the top. And you need to be about level 65 really before doing the final boss of the story. So we're about 10 levels over. I think one more Astra might just do the trick. Yeah, we've done it. 3 not so hard mini bosses to kill for that errand. And Oliver is now level 78. Haymaker, what do we do with Haymaker? Good old fashioned punch deals physical damage to a single enemy. I'm guessing, what a lot of damage. We'll replace Rolling Stone then. I'm guessing Haymaker is going to do more damage. Here's our mate. Impressive work. I knew I'd made the right choice in entrusting this research to you. a Lumberwood ticket, a Relics ticket, and a Dinosaurus ticket. Not too shabby, really. Right, so now we can go and collect those rewards. I think you get them from... I'll know the name of the place when I see it. Skull Mountain? From the casino? Perhaps? Let's go and have a look. I think it's here. Ah, I think I've come to the wrong place. One sec. Okay, my mistake. It's actually the Temple of Trials where you redeem familiar tickets. So we'll head there now. And incidentally, the casino, I had a bit of a mind blank. It's at the Tombstone Trail, not Skull Mountain. But I'm sure it's easy to get those two confused. I doubt I'm the first person to do that. Maybe I am. That wouldn't surprise me, actually. Okay, so speak to the fellow that's right here by the throne. Familiar tickets, yes, we've got all these. I've got Draggle, Hurley, which I collected from the Sony website. You can get them for free. At least you could when I got them. I'm not sure how long that will be available for. Sapdragon, Lumberwood, Relics, and Dinosaurus. That's the one I really want. Dean will do just nicely. So I'll definitely be getting him levelled up. And I'm going to redeem the other familiars as well. But we're going to leave this episode here for now, folks. We're going to crack on with much more of the errands and optional side quests as we continue on through the post-game content. Post-story content, I mean, sorry. So please continue to join me for these Ni No Kuni episodes. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.